Hey YouTube, this is Renewal Flask here, and I thought I'd be making a guide for dungeoneering. What I'm probably going to be showing you today would be how I gate, how I start, and my binds that I use. First, I'm just going to go into I guess, just any floor, and I'm going to probably do a medium to have the time and so on. My bind setups, I have prom 2H, sag top, primal legs, and secretary bow with the arrows and berserker, and I normally have, let me change that, because what I normally have is I normally have the berserker and the desperado. So now I believe it should switch. No. I'm still new on this customized thing. Quick switch. There. I have Berserker and Desperado. My Desperado's at 10 and my Berserker's at 9. I did that before EOC came out, but with EOC, what I do is, at the beginning I don't pick up anything in the table, I let the team do it. And I pretty much just run till I get a GD, like so. And my bind, not my bind setup, but my ability setup is right here for range, and then I have a couple other setups, which is just like full Sagittary with the blood neck or just something like that, and then melee primal and blood neck with 2H. So once I get enough cash, you only need about like 5k or whatever to get the 100 essence, and then I drop the cash normally. But with this, you just make Cosmics 10, do that real quick, and then back to laws. Make sure you have your magic tab onto the tellies, so then it can be a lot easier, so then you just switch back and forth. Well, and then after that, your main thing, well, if you get doors you have to pot. Sometimes I don't pot, depending on if I find the boss before I actually need to, then I just ignore it. But other than that, I actually do it. What normally I would do is I would have someone personally pick up all the herbs that they get as a drop or seeds they would plant, and they would drop it at base, so then whenever we need a pot, we have the herb right there, and then normally they buy the second ingredients for each one, which then we just have to go home, make the pot, and come back real quick. So it's not that much of a work. It's a really good thing to do, and pretty much don't kill what's not a GD. This video might be pretty boring. I'm still sick, but I'm trying to make a video. All you do is just don't do what I do and range with the melee abilities. I do that a lot because I forget I switch, and then it's like, oh yeah. And then also, yeah, ring. I might keep my ring on Desperados because it's at 10. Just don't worry about Berserker. Okay. just pretty much when you get full, use regeneration whenever you can, and well, if you have a longbow, what you should use is rejuvenation instead of regenerate. But I have to use regenerate because I don't have a longbow or a shield, so I'm stuck with the bad one. I used to have the secondary longbow, which I actually think I like it better, but the speed and the damage on it is just it's too low. The short bow, it has I mean, like, the speed and with the damage, you don't really get hit that much, as you can tell. I don't know what is up with all these GDs and today, but oh well. And we're just slowly getting through. I'm sorry for this video being long and whatnot. It's gonna probably be a pretty boring one. I guess I can go through the list of abilities that I have while I'm killing. For my range, which I mainly use, is piercing shot, fragmentation shot, ricochet, snipe, binding shot, escape's just there, bombardment or bombardment, and rapid fire with regen as my 9 and 0 as my ult with incendiary. Wow, I can't speak. Your ultimate would be 0. I'm sorry, I can't think at the moment. You can have dead shot, I believe it is, or the other one. It's whatever you choose. And I have rejuvenation, so whenever I do get to drop like a shield drop, I have it there. That'd be my dash. I have freedom on everyone and regenerate on everyone, all in the same order. 9 and then equal, and then I have rejuvenation sometimes on most of them. Besides my mage one, I don't do mage in here. I don't like it. It's just the way the abilities are and whatever. But other than the range, you have melee, which my melee is punish, December, Seaver, slice, assault, fury, backhand, slaughter, generate, overpower ult, and hurricane with freedom at the end. I have those because I personally like how the abilities are for the melee, which is you can kind of pretty much go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6, and then 1 again. And it's most likely whatever you're fighting dies unless it's a boss. I believe that's about it. I'm trying to get to a boss or something. I don't really think this would be a really fun video, watching me just run around a dungeon at the moment. Guess I could have done a small, but I thought I'd do a medium for whenever while I'm talking, whatever. But my mage abilities, I don't, like I said, I don't really use it, so I really don't know. I don't have regenerate because this is pretty much whenever I go to Canadermics is when I use this. But it's rack, impact, chain, dragon breath, combust, and then I have a siphon. Okay, I believe that's how you say it. Dagnate and wild magic, and there's the boss. Metamorphosis and Omni power with rejuvenate and freedom. Now that you kinda know, I'll do another video on this for gating. What you do on gating is, if I personally, I gate sometimes in medium if I'm soloing, but with me doing it like this, it's kinda, I don't really do it. And at the moment, I believe all the doors are close to home anyway, so it's pointless. Don't gate doors near home. I do sometimes, mainly if we're far away from home, and it looks like it's gonna be a decent run. Like, there's gonna be a lot of doors where it'll be opening. I have it gated, so I don't have to do the whole home telling thing, which I really cannot stand. I wish Jags could fix that, where you can home tele while you're in a combat stance, because it's stupid not to. I'm not gonna argue or fight or go on about that. What you're doing, you're just running around doing just opening doors and doing it as fast as you can. Don't really worry about your HP, because your HP is pretty much too high to even worry about. I mean, I die sometimes and I'm large or whatever, but it's either because there's no food on the ground, or I'm not out of combat, so I can use regenerate. This room's pretty easy. First thing you do, you're just gonna light up all those. Then you're gonna wanna just match the colors together. Pretty easy, isn't it? And then you're done, then you open your door. After that, you get a dink. The little, I guess, short term words would be like dink, which is dead end no key, and then dwink, as I call it, is dead end with key. GT means gate tally. GTGD means gate tally guardian door. And then MGT move gate stone. MGTB means move gates on the boss. MGTE is end, or, well, I say end or emotes, but it's only because whenever I say MGTE, it's normally the end, or I'm doing heavy emote room, which normally people would say MGT emote. Like that, which is just short for emote. And then you have, let's see what else. I believe that's it. That's the main ones I use. I don't think I use any more. And I believe that's it for this dungeon that I'm in at the moment. I pick up like 1 or 2 food whenever I do dunge though. I try keeping at least 2 in my inventory just to have. Because since you're using regenerate, you can't really rely on your ability to heal. Now, whenever you do get a boss in a large, always gate, don't drop your group gate stone. And then what you normally do, well, if you're gonna, most likely there's always someone that solos it. Whoever has a gate is gonna solo it. Everyone else is gonna do the rest of the dungeon. But as you can tell, I'm soloing a dungeon, so I can't really do that. So all you're gonna do for this for flesh boilers is turn prey SS and wait for him to die. And once he gets down to, okay, or I'm not gonna be able to hit him. Hit, thank you. Once he gets down to this phase, you're gonna pray melee. And what I do is I use rapid. And he dies. And then that's how dungeoneering works for this. I'm not gonna end because for one, dungeons isn't completed. I don't do occults large or medium. I do them large. For if you're hosting, I'd say the only thing you have to spam is F and then whatever floor number you're doing. F means floor, and then if someone says like F32 plus 2, that means floor 32 and they need 2 more people. You just trade them. And I believe that's about it on dungeoneering. I guess I can go show you the rest of how my bind work, or my bind loadouts are. Wait, I'm going to 32. Let's see. My loadout setup is I have secretary body, legs, bow with B-neck, plate legs, 2 HP neck. This is my hybrid whenever I'm doing an occult. In this case we get trio, which is legs, 2H, bow, and top. I have a koi for whenever I'm doing a hunt. I would replace my B-neck in my range tab for the koi. Gives me about 10k HP, 10k.7, something like that, and I just do it that way. I rarely use melee, to be honest. It's pretty bad. I don't really like melee in EOC. I really enjoy the range, but I believe that's all there is for dungeoneering. For your rings, I would customize Berserker, Desperado, and Blazer. And other than that, you're not gonna be scaling and whatnot inside dungeoneering, so there's no need. The only time you should be dungeon or scaling is if you're farming for a herb or you're getting ores for summoning, which you don't really need ever. Offhands are pointless. CLS sucks. Rapier sucks. If you're gonna go for chaotics, Maul, Sibo, and the shields. and get an arcane. Staff sucks because wands are OP at the moment, and probably will always be. This is pointless. I should already have that. I don't know why. Anti-totem pole for thieving. Herbicide's good. Bone crusher's good. What I like the demon horn neck with the bone crusher. It's really good. And after you pretty much get all that, it's I got a spirit cape for whatever reason, but then you just start using all your points on dungeoneering tokens. This is what all I do. I'm close to leveling, and I just really can't really be bothered playing this game anymore. But I get on to do videos and hang out with my friends. I like to give a shout out to Flower Jess, cause she wanted me to make this video for her, and I thought I'd make it today, just kind of like a little surprise, like ooh, you know. But thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy.